Rafi here from the Endgame Investor. You can find me on Seeking Alpha under the pen name AustroLib, which is short for Austro-Libertarian, Austrian school economist, and I'm a libertarian because I believe in liberty. I mean, it's kind of a crazy thing these days. Anyway, who wants to have some inflation fun? I do. So let's have some fun today, shall we? From the president of the Cleveland Fed herself, Mrs. Loretta Mester, who kind of looks like Cruella de Vil without the Dalmatian suit. Anyway, Loretta Mester today says on Reuters, and I'll just read you the headline. Loretta Mester, this is the headline from August 30th on a Reuters article on Loretta Mester, head of the Cleveland Fed, very important branch of the Federal Reserve. She says, Fed's Mester not ready to accept recent inflation surge as meeting central bank's goal. In an article by Janelle Martin that takes about 4 minutes to read. What was Loretta Mester saying 3 days before that? I don't know. So I looked it up. You know where I went to? I went to clevelandfed.org. Cleveland.org. It's like an organization. Nonprofit, right? So clevelandfed.org. Let's go there. Here we are at clevelandfed.org on President Mester's most recent interviews. Here she says, the date is August 27th, 2021. That's just like 3 days before she says she's not ready to accept inflation. It's hitting its target or whatever the hell. I don't know. She says, President Mester, Fed, basically there, in quotations, on policy goals and can begin tapering later this year. In the paragraph, it says, enough progress on inflation and employment goals has been made for the Fed to start tapering asset purchases later this year, with the aim of concluding the process by mid-2022. President Mester told CNBC's Steve Leisman in August 27th interview. Let's go to that interview, shall we? We shall. CNBC, over Mester, aka Cruella de Vil without the Dalmatian suit. Okay, so you play. Let's play. This is timestamp 38. What did Loretta Mester say on August 27th, like 3 days before this? Well, let's play it.
I'm comfortable that we are basically there. I think on inflation, you can make a very good argument that we have made substantial further progress. In fact, we're well over 2% at this point. Some of that won't last, but some of it might.
Blah, 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 blah. Well, let's see if we can get to that target of destroying purchasing power. Let's see if we can get there. Some of them may not last, but let's make it last.
Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night.
Let's make this inflation last, and then we'll all be good when we pay more money for toilet paper. That sounds great. So on August 27th, she says, we're basically there. And then on August 30th, she says, no, I'm not ready to admit that we're there. We need more inflation. We need more. Let's make more. I mean, why does anybody take these people seriously? Oh, here's one more thing I wanted to show you from the media. This is Google News. This is great. Okay, check this out. This is from Google News. This is what I did. This is a very scientific operation here. What I did was I went to Google News and I typed in the word inflation. Here's what I got, and I circled these or squared these in little boxes. And you can hear. You should play the Sesame Street song in the background.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong.
Headline 1. German inflation jumps to its highest level in a quarter century. Headline 2. French inflation hits highest level in almost 3 years. Headline 3. Polish inflation soars to 5.4%, highest level in 2 decades. And then there's this one in red. Surging inflation is a US phenomenon, not a global one. All right, that's great. And then right below that, you see Fed's Mester are not ready to accept recent inflation surge as meeting central bank's goal. Okay, Loretta, thank you for your input. So I guess we're there and we're not there on inflation. Let's have more. But really, yeah, let's have more. Let's just end this dollar thing so we can go back to normal life where they can't finance all of this weird craziness that's going on the planet that I don't want to talk about because I don't want to get censored. But you all know what it is. Let's just end it. This is Rafi from the Endgame Investor. Please click on the link in the description below for a 2-week free trial for the Endgame Investor and see how I'm positioning all of my subscribers for what looks to be the end of the world as we know it. But I'd be very glad if the world as we know it now does end, because this world is crazy.